So, firstly these are the tools required for installation purposes. You can see the drill machine is required, drilling bits are there, then laser measurement machine, then plastic hammering. Plastic hammer, sometime you need to fix the rollers and fix the plastic part onto the glass. So, need not to use that wooden or iron metal hammer. You can use this rubberized hammer. Then Allen key set is required. Spirit level, of course, that is one of the critical part to check the level of glass, level of floor. If it is not level, again fixing of glass will be very tough for us. Then vacuum holder, how to lift the glass, and then scanning tool, whether is there any piping inside the tile, because once you are going to drill the hardware, it should not drill some inside piping, otherwise it will be hazardous at site. So, we need to take care of the small things. I will take you how to take measurements. So, this is a basic idea of taking measurement. You can see it is a wall to wall. So, this is wall and on the other side there is a wall, and this line is showing our floor wall. So, the first thing we need to take measurement from bottom 3 to 4 inches above. Why to 3-4 inches above is, you must have seen that most of the commercial or residential spaces are having tiles, marble or any other surface. There will be some skirting on it. Skirting mean to say that tapping which will provide 3 to 4 inches. So, we need to take measurement from top of that ledge. Why? Because if glass is coming down, then the 3-4 inches will be tough to manage. If you are taking measurement from top of that ledge, means if ledge is coming in between, you can cut it down. So, that is why we suggest that measurement should be taken in case of if skirting is there, 3 to 4 inches above from the floor. So, that is first thing, as we have described here, A measurement should be 3 to 4 inches above. Then coming to B, which should be ideally middle of your body. So, like here wall to wall. Then C, whereas the maximum level of your hand can be raised. So, that is C. So, considering this all A, B, C, the first ideal way to take the measurement is you should go for the minimum size. Why minimum size? If size is less, then you can manage it with the help of profile, you can manage it with the help of hinges, you can manage it with the help of filling gap with silicone or some other gap filling material. If height is more, then what will happen? You will not be able to cut the glass, you will not be able to do anything with the wall. So, that will be critical. So, in general there will be a variation of 10 to 15 mm in between wall undulation. So, mostly we recommend that you should take the minimum sizes considered for a glass size, so that your glass will not reject, because once the glass is there, as I shared earlier, you can't do anything with the toughened glass. So, the ideal way is to take the minimum, or you can do the other way, you can take the average of all these 3 dimensions. Let us say 1000, 1050 and C is coming 1060. So, 1000, 1300, 50 and 60 is 110. So, the dimension is coming 3110. So, you can divide it by 3, whatever average coming you can take that, or you can go for a minimalistic like 1050. So, there is a gap in between 1050 and 1060. So, you can go for 1050, which will be again good to used for the whole size. So, that is what the idea of taking measurement. Once you are done with the measurement, you need to do the quotation and PO finalization from the customer end. Once he will give you the quotation and PO finalization, we will go for the mock-up installation, because most of the categories in this commercial spaces, people are looking for mock-up, that how glass will appear, how hardware will be appeared, how you can use it, what kind of roller is being used. So, this is the ideal way of going for this business, going for this understanding, that first to take the measurement, submit your PO and get the quotation done and do the mock-up. Once mock-up is done, again you can showcase the product's highlights. So, that is a basic understanding of this business model also. So, that is how a shower enclosure is being done. So, to sum up, let us go through our key learning. The first thing, why the shower enclosure is an essential part of bathroom, as we all discussed, as we all gone through it. Then it helps to maintain hygiene in bathroom. How hygiene is being maintained with the shower enclosure? Because the wet and dry area is being separated. Once the wet area is being separated, no more unhygienic things in coming in dry area, no moisture, no dirt accumulation, no fungal infection onto the wall, no time hammers, nothing is going to happen. So, you are getting a more and more hygienic space in your bathing space. Then thirdly, it separate, as I discussed, wet area and dry area in your bathroom, giving more space, more and more mobilization, safety in your bathroom, and of course providing a nice glass, as we saw that designer glass also tilted, that frosted category or some other designer category, it is going to enhance the aesthetic appeal of our bathrooms as well. And though we are using a toughened glass in this category, so it is very safe to use, it is very safe to go for it. Considering the key product specification, the first, toughening must be certified. Whenever we are going to select a shower enclosure, you must be go through it that what kind of toughening standard is being followed by the glass supplier, because if glass is not toughened properly, then it can hamper the complete safety of the product. So, that is the most critical part of this product vertical, that the glass which is going to be fixed up in a shower enclosure must be toughened on standard specifications. Then coming to the hardware category, of course hardware must be of brass, and brass also the best grade is considered as C360. So, whenever we are going to consider the hardware material, we must look into it that whether the brass which is being used in this category is of which grade, because if brass is not good, what is going to do is again it will get corroded. The moment it will get corroded, it will get loosened, right, because corrosion will happen, the metal will start decaying. The moment metal will start decomposing, it will lose this grip on the glass. The moment glass will become loose, while opening it may burst. So, that is how the small error is going to make a big damage to our product. So, we must consider first the toughening category, and the second, the hardware which is being used must be of good grade of brass. Then the third, because we are going to hold the fixed part with the help of stabilizer rod, that must be of SS, and that too of 304 grade, because it is going to hold the glass from top, just to avoid vibration, but of course finish is also a critical part of this category. So, we should not compromise on this SS category as well. Then the third, whatever plastic component is being used in this category must be of food grade. When I say food grade, it means it won't peel off, it won't get shade off, it will be white as early as you bought it like new. Secondly, there won't be any pungent smell after a period of time, because you know water has got some natural components, it will mix, it will react to the plastic component. If it is not of good quality, it will absorb water, the water will stick to it, it will get pale off, or it will start giving some pungent smell. So, to avoid that kind of problems in bathroom, to maintain a hygienic bathroom, you must see through it the plastic component which is being used must be of food grade quality. And of course, everything is coming in writing nowadays. So, whenever you are specifying a hardware component, you must ask whether the brass which is being used in shower enclosure is which grade. Secondly, the components SS which is being used of which grade. Third, plastic component which grade. Then same, glass is toughened, yeah, please let me know the specification of toughening. So, the moment you are going to specify this all key specification, there will not be any compromise on the quality part of this product, and you will be having a brilliant product in this category. Then coming to the silicone part, like as we discussed, there are plastic beadings, plastic seal to cover up the gap. Other than that, we are using silicones also in floor to avoid water spilling from the fixed part panel. So, whatever silicone being used, it must be of neutral base. Neutral base means it should not emit some pungent smell, that is one thing. It should not react to water surface, it should not react to glass surface, because glass is also prone to corrosion. All if something is not there, if it is acidic, it will start itching, it will start making some other hazardous problem to the glass. So, it must be of neutral base. And the second thing is that should be antifungal, because after a period of time, again because water is there, fungal formation is very common when water is there. That is why people look up to this hygienic factor whenever we consider such kind of product. So, it should be antifungal, so that no pungent smell will come after a period of time of glasses. So, these are 5 key product specification which we need to must look into it when we are going for a shower enclosure product, and we are going to educate our client on this product category. So, thank you so much, wish you all the best, have a great life ahead.